What's the other one? Be cool. Why?
Be cool.
Why? Be cools. Why? Because. Happy birthday, dear Buzzy! Happy birthday to you! We love you, Buzz! Jill, what you got there?
My kindness cards, and I'm passing them all out around this.
Oh, we're gonna spread the kindness at the casino tonight. We are having our team, another team event. Yesterday we went to the Cubs game, tonight's the casino. Tonight's really Emily's birthday celebration, my sister, so there's that, but we're about to go find the rest of the group, and we're about to pass out these kindness cards. So these ones are called free and easy because everyone's spending their money at the casino. So this is a free and easy type of act of kindness. So this one says, donate clothes you no longer wear. That's a free and easy act of kindness. And you can get these decks at tinyacts.co. No M on the end, tinyacts.co. What's another one? Apologize to anyone you've been unkind to. That's an act of kindness, free and easy. So here's one more. Remind someone why you love them. Like, come on, guys. Go get these. You get a deck. These are by Gina Sachs with, like I said, tinyacts.co. But you get a card deck, and then you pull one out each day, and
I left them all over the airport.
You pull them out, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna do that today, and you can kind of like pass them on. I was gonna put them in your pretend pocket, but yeah. tinyacts.co. Go get a tiny act. And then we got Aviance over here talking to people about the Hearts Unleashed book club, just checking into the casino.
Oh my goodness, yes. And so hopefully, oh no, there's no hopefully, she will register. We made a really great connection. She thought she knew me, and I said, well, you do know me. You know me in the spirit.
Yes.
So that's what it's all about.
Hearts Unleashed book club. See you there. So we are at the August birthday bash. So it's Desi's birthday, but Sister Val's in. And they are not, Day is not 11, Desi's not 12, that's the date of their August birthday. So, and that's our little new niece, Lydia. She's literally the star of the show. I hope y'all can hear me, it's so loud in here, but it's worth it. Is that you?
Look at this one. I love this picture of her with the...
This is what call cancellations in the middle of the day look like. So welcome. Welcome to the bubble bath at my mom's house. This is a great place to come to you after a week and a half of being home. I think it's pretty valuable. Also, there is Epsom salt in here, and there is lavender oil and body oil. Because I'm relaxing, I want to take a minute. I also just want you to be here with me. I've had this conversation on my calls with clients and stuff that like being home has been semi-stressful as far as we had everybody come home at once, like my sister and her fiance, and then Tim and I, and then I had Rhonda and Jill, my teammates, whom, like, I love all these people, and then there's all the people at home to visit or be with. And for myself, it's like a real turning point in the road trip, because the road trip has been very, very fast paced, and we've been moving right along, and here it's like, I do not want to use the word drama, because it's not a make wrong, it's not a bad thing. It is a lot of components that weren't on the road trip with us leading up to here, that then I kind of like lost steam for a minute and had to kind of recalibrate my own wellness. Because what I've noticed is, like, we're on the road traveling, working, we work throughout the week, and then we use our normal, like if we were stationary, we use our normal off days as travel days, as visit days. And I've mentioned before in vlog, we're visiting, after work days. And so really making room for rest and restoration, and then also support. You guys hear me talk about this a lot in my content, but I don't know so much about in the vlog, is the value of having like a coach, a therapist, a spiritual director, like whatever support really looks like for you. Being home has been a refreshing understanding that while our family may mean well and care for us, they're not trained professionals who can listen to us or listen for us and listen through us, meaning listening beyond what we're saying or maybe complaining about or caught up by. And so I kind of want to normalize that, because in my content, it may be easy for those of you watching from the outside looking in, saying like, oh, she's got this great life, or oh, it goes this way, or oh, she's that way, that it makes me less human, or and it doesn't. I still have like natural actions, reactions, feelings, thoughts, perspectives, triggers, all those different things. And that I'm trained to not be impacted by those, and they impact me, right? So I also interviewed Sarah Wagle yesterday for the podcast. That'll come out in September. But Sarah was sharing a lot about her struggling with depression, particularly, 5, 10, 15 years back, and how there are still remnants of depression in her being, and how she has to notice, acknowledge, stop, redirect. Nasser is the tool that I use, but being able to recognize and acknowledge those pieces of us that people, I think, mistake transformation like, okay, I'm all better now, or like enlightened forever, and that's just not the case. That even a scent can trigger us, let alone going home into a place where there may be residual trauma, or personalities or components, even sights and sounds and places that take you back to a place you'd rather not go emotionally. And so being here for 2 weeks has certainly offered me opportunities to be triggered, and opportunities to slip and spiral and act and react and speak out of impulsivity, I would say, out of ego, as opposed to staying committed to a higher way of being. And I'm navigating saying all of this very carefully, because it's not a better than, it's a commitment to. In my book, Alchemizing Judgment, I talk about the cycle of hate and the cycle of love, and that we are always contributing to one of those. And so healed people heal people, and hurt people hurt people are a very subtle concept in operation at all times. And so I think it's really important to stay conscious of that operation, because if I get triggered and then I get pissed off and then I react, well, now I'm hurting someone the way I feel hurt. So I might, like for me, I say that I experience myself like a cat cornered in, scratching and clawing her way out to protect herself. And so we do this so impulsively, so unconsciously. And it's been a true challenge to be home and be love 24 hours a day. It's challenging enough in the world where you don't react to something, but where there's so much history for us to, because we're not actually reacting to our present, we're reacting from our past. So we might even be overreacting to what's happening in the present, and our reaction isn't proportionate to what's happening in the present, because we're bringing so much of our unhealed, unresolved, unattended to grief or pain from the past. It just steamrolls, it just snowballs into chaos. And that has certainly happened, and I've observed it. I've also engaged with it, not wanting to, and then I just want to talk about the back end of engaging with it, is how you feel about yourself after. Is then we start to either beat ourselves up or question our transformation, oh no, none of this was worth anything, I've done all this work and look, I'm no better. That's not true. And we have to it's a new level of practicing kindness, grace, generosity, another level of forgiveness, another level of understanding and expansion. And so I really would love to offer anybody who thinks just because I had a breakdown or a meltdown means that all the work I've done is for naught. It's not true. And right now I'm doing what I know to do, which is get in the bathtub and relax. I'd love to get a massage, and I can't find one. The place that I know in town closed down, and this is also the really hot water. So doing what I know to do to restore myself in order to show back up committed to love, connection, authenticity, joy, hilarity, fun, play, all of that. And so just want to offer that to you, because just because you stumble, just because you trip and fall, does not mean all of your efforts are useless or fruitless. So be kind to yourself as you move through life. I'm going to wrap this up here, but this vlog episode is 2.5 weeks rolled into one, because we've been in whiting the whole time. So it felt appropriate, or whatever the word might be. It felt good to just put it all into whiting video. And then we are headed to the East Coast. So the rest of this trip, we will be going up through, we're going to hit Michigan for a minute, and New York, and then Vermont and New Hampshire and Connecticut. So we're going to be up in New England for a few weeks, and then make our way down the East Coast to Florida, over to New Orleans and Texas, and then making our way back home. But we are going to be on the road for another, at least I'd say 2 months. So I hope you're enjoying this vlog and following along. I hope you're gaining something from it, and that if you are, please comment or share, or even today's message, for those of us who get wound up about our past and bringing our past into the present and not leaving the past in the past, and how that can have its negative impacts, or take us away from our present, or distract us from a more fulfilled future. It doesn't have to be that way, and we can keep making baby step progress towards it. This doesn't look like an overnight awakening and transformation that is healed forevermore. I really want to debunk that. It does take commitment, it does take clarity, and all of those sorts of things. So keep going, my friend. I love you, and I love that you're following along with us and hanging out. And I'm gonna keep soaking, and then I'm gonna get back on calls. I really only have an hour to be doing this, so I am going to enjoy myself. See you later. Love you. Bye.